My first ride to the Northeast was way back in 2017, and I covered most of the states excluding Arunachal and Tripura. It was a conscious decision to skip Arunachal because I knew that the state was vast and it is worth a ride on its own. I was aware that I need to dedicate some exclusive time to ride through Arunachal, and I had to take that time to plan. But with the onset of COVID and lockdowns, it took more than 5 years to materialize, and finally I could make it happen in March 2023. I decided to ride solo through the mighty Arunachal, covering about 2000 kilometers in 15 days. But again, I couldn't cover the entire state in this time frame. So I decided to cover western and central parts of Arunachal this time. I am keeping the eastern Arunachal for some other time. In order to save time, instead of starting my ride from Chennai, I booked my Hero Expulse motorcycle in Gadi cargo to Guwahati. It took about 10 days to reach Guwahati, and I flew down accordingly. I booked in Air Asia. It's a connecting flight from Bangalore. So Chennai to Bangalore, and from Bangalore to Guwahati. It was quite a lot distance to walk to reach the check-in area. Bangalore is a very big airport and nice interior decorations. By the time I reached Guwahati, it was almost dark. After reaching Guwahati on 13th evening, I went to take delivery of my bike. Even though I was skeptical about the condition of my bike, I was glad that it was in a pretty good condition, except for some slight bend on the center stand. Usually such transportation of bikes can cause some damages to the lights, indicators or body panels. But I should say that Gadi did a decent job by way of proper packing, of course at an extra cost. One advantage of being in Eastern India is that the sun is up early and we can start our day early. So after a good night's sleep, I started my ride on 14th morning by around 7 a.m. I plan to cover 250 kilometers on day 1. Roads from Guwahati were good highways in the initial stretch. I could also cross the Brahmaputra river through the Sarai Ghat bridge, which is about 1.5 kilometers long. Instead of the more popular Balukpong route, I decided to take the Balemu route because I had recently heard about the beautiful valley of Shergaon and wanted a ride through that area. Even though the road is narrower, the traffic is much lesser now, and hence riding through was not difficult. My first stop for the day was to get some cash and tea. I took my second break to have breakfast. After having chow mein, omelette and 2 cups of tea, I started again. As I reached the border area, the roads are narrower, with road widening work happening in many areas, making the ride difficult. But I think in next 1 or 2 years, the work will be completed and we can reach the land of Arunachal through smooth blacktop roads. Here is the checkpost in Balemu where we need to show the ILP. ILP is your inner line permit. I had taken the permit for 14 days starting 15th March. I was in doubt if they would allow me in a day before. But to my luck, the officer failed to notice the date or he ignored it. Thus I got to spend a day more in Arunachal. Now I entered Arunachal and I could see better and wider roads here. Arunachal is known as the land of dawn-lit mountains. Earlier it was called the Northeast Frontier Agency and in 1987 it became a state of India. It is the largest state in Northeast, but the density of population is only 17 per square kilometer. Compare Delhi's 11,300 and overall India's 450, then you can imagine the vast area without any crowd. Arunachal Pradesh is also a land of army men. It is one of the states where army personnel are seen in every nook and corner. I even crossed an army convoy en route. I stopped at a small eatery for lunch. The food was good, but there was flies that were disturbing me.
आप किधर से? इधर से?
नहीं, मैं असम से।
असम से। आजकल
I engaged in a small chat with the eatery owner and got to know that he is from Assam.
हम लोग टूरिस्ट को सर्विस देने नहीं सकता है, क्योंकि हम लोग को जो अभी तो गाड़ी आएगा ना, टमाटर का गाड़ी, उन लोग को सर्विस देना पड़ता है, टूरिस्ट लोग को नहीं दे सकता है।
अच्छा।
The sky is getting cloudier in the afternoon. It might drizzle, but I do not expect a heavy rain. However, I decided to take my reindeer out. The roads are better now, though there is work happening at some areas. By now my helmet camera battery is drained out, so decided to use my Insta360 Go 2 to capture the rest of my ride today. And here are my experiments with different mounting points and angles. Altitude rises, I can feel the cool weather. The next 2 weeks is an escape from the hot Chennai climate, and I felt good about it. Okay. Bombay. Now I am approaching Shergaon at the 1 kilometers from this petrol bunk. It's a beautiful valley that became popular very recently. There are good views and we can explore that tomorrow. इधर कमरा मिलेगा ना? होम स्टे है क्या? होम स्टे लगता है ना? ठीक है। बारिश नहीं, आगे हुआ। अच्छा, ये थोड़ा ठंडा था इसलिए रेन जैकेट पहन। ये 6250 सॉरी, हाँ 16। अच्छा भाई साहब, इधर होम स्टे रूम मिलेगा रुकने के लिए? मिलेगा? अच्छा, कितना का? एक आदमी का? स्टे के नाम है लामुशुकी। मैं गूगल में देखा था लामुशुकी। नहीं, अभी आज गुवाहाटी से। There are a few homestays in the area. I had shortlisted one from Google, and it had the basic facilities required to stay for the day. देखा मैंने, नरले सही है, लेकिन कल सुबह में जल्दी थोड़ा 7 बजे ऐसा कुछ निकलेगा। कितना पड़ेगा एक दिन के लिए, एक आदमी के लिए? और अंदर जाके लास्ट में राइट सिंगल। थोड़ा कम करो ना, हमारा बजट उतना ज़्यादा नहीं है। सुबह मतलब सुबह जल्दी निकलेंगे तो आपको। I managed to do some bargaining and close the deal at 1200 per day. They also had an eatery joint and had some food. Colder climate demands more food, I think. Arunachal provides liquor at cheap prices due to the lower tax, and this one is a good outlet in Shergaon. They had quite a good variety of stocks as well, including a lot of imported liquor. After an evening walk through the mesmerizing valley, I had rice and pork for dinner from the same place and decided to end my day early by around 8 p.m. There is nothing much to do after, and hence I follow the policy of early to bed and early to rise. So my day one ends in a good note. Let's see how tomorrow is going to be.